Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, good morning, Utah. Let's talk about your forecast on this Wednesday because it's a mild start along the Wasatch Front. Look at this, my goodness, 48 degrees in Salt Lake City, 44 Ogden, 41 Provo, but we jump up to the north in the Cache Valley. We've got temperatures in the upper 20s, low 30s over towards the Wasatch Back, the Uintas, and then notice we got 30s and a couple of 40s down towards the south, but notice St. George sitting at a nice balmy 50 degrees to kick off the day. So we are tracking that cutoff low pressure that's been moving into Southern California. The trajectory of that system is going to take it across Arizona and New Mexico, so it's basically going to be a non-factor besides a few extra clouds in southern Utah. So let's go up to the north and west. This is our next storm system. It arrives as we go into your Thursday. You can already see some gusty winds coming out ahead of it, and that's going to be the big story for us as we go throughout the day. So we do have wind alerts that are in effect here for you as we go from noon Wednesday through 6 o'clock Thursday afternoon into the evening hours. We're talking winds sustained between 25 and 35 miles per hour with some gusts up to 45 to 50 miles per hour. So make sure you secure any of those loose objects outside. As you know, that wind gusting pretty strong could have those blowing through the neighborhood. But also keep in mind that if you're going to be traveling westbound, you may run into some blowing dust out there as well from the storm system as it moves through. As we look at the weather map, you can see this morning that red line to our north. That means we are in the warm sector. That's going to mean windy conditions and also warm conditions for at least one more day. We'll start to see a cloud cover increasing a little bit this afternoon, but more so tonight. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to be tracking some scattered areas of valley rain and mountain snow showers out there. But the precipitation will increase in coverage and intensity throughout the daytime hours, especially as we get into the afternoon hours. Again, still valley rain and mountain snow, but as we go into evening hours, we quickly see a flip to snow for everyone down to the valley floors. And notice some of these pockets of darker blue. That's an indication that for a brief moment in time, we could have some snow squalls or some heavy bursts of snow that come down quickly, and that could create some issues. So we'll be watching that for your Thursday evening. By midnight, most of the widespread snow comes to an end, but because the winds are coming over the warm Great Salt Lake, there's a potential of a little lake effect snow developing, so we'll keep a close eye on that for your Friday morning QB. Otherwise, we start to calm things down during the day on Friday, at least briefly. Here's a look at those snow levels here. You'll be able to see here we start off pretty high at 6,500 feet for the mountains on Thursday morning. By Thursday evening, they plummet to below 4,000 feet down to the valley floor, so that's why we do expect that quick change over to potential snow. It can be heavy at times, as we're going to be looking at some decent precipitation totals, about a half an inch on average. I call it a quarter to a half an inch across most of the state, a little less as you get towards the eastern sections of the state. But we do have winter storm watches in effect up and down the spine mountains here of Utah, so north, south, and central mountains, and even a couple of winter weather advisories off towards the south and east as well. Here's kind of what we're expecting for the valley floors, maybe 1 to 4 inches of snow potentially as that makes its way on through. But for the northern mountains, we're talking 6 to 12 inches. The central mountains, about 10 to 20 inches. Here's the good news. Southern mountains, looks like you're going to be one of the big winners there, about 1 to 2 feet and potentially maybe up to 3 feet in the cottonwoods there. So we'll be keeping a close eye on those. A lot of heavy mountain snow heading our way, and we're still not done because once we get past this system, there's another one as we go into your Saturday, and maybe another one for the beginning of next week. So St. George, mid-60s today with those windy conditions, rain and wind for your Thursday. We cool it down, but mainly dried out as we go into the weekend. The Wasatch Front, we've got those 60s today, then rain flipping to snow Thursday evening. Could have a few snow showers Friday morning and another chance of accumulating snow as we get towards your Saturday. So an active pattern remains.